In this video, we are going to make this $100 2006 Suzuki LTZ 250 look like this to this nearly beautiful Suzuki Z250. Hey there. Let's do that again. Hey, this is Gallagher, and boy, do I have an update for you. And if you've never watched the channel, you'll still kind of get an idea for what's going on. So just moved. That was one heck of a process. Everything's still a mess, and it's stressful, and I got a million things to do. And right when we started the process of moving, I picked up these two quads here for $350, not each, for both of them. And basically this one was $250. This Polaris 1999 Polaris Trailblazer 250 was $250, and this Suzuki 2006 Quad Runner or Quad Sport, excuse me, was $100 extra. So I had to buy it. I'm looking at it like I paid $175 each, and I'm pretty pleased about the deal. I have really hardly looked at them. I've tried to look at them as little as possible so that I can look at them on camera and we can see what's wrong with them, what they're going to need. And I figure let's go ahead and let's check them over. You and me will go look at all of the multitude of problems that these two quads have. But for $350, I'm not complaining. We're also going to see if both of them will start today. So we still have the Yamaha Moto 4 and the always delightful Quad Sport 230 here. I think it's an 86, something like that. I still don't know. So I don't have a title for this one. This one came with a title and a horn button and a horn and all that stuff to make it street legal, which is going to be really cool. You know, I just noticed, I thought these were factory at first glance, but look at that. You can see they trimmed out the fenders. I think they look good. I think it's a good look for it. So anyway, this thing, so there's two things I do know about it. I was told that some rats chewed through the wiring, but that is not the case. I can't see any wiring that's been chewed through. I haven't looked at it very much though, so I suppose that could still be true. But he told me that's why it wasn't running. But I'll show you here. I have started this one. I've gotten it to putter, but I don't know if you can see up in there, but that fuel tank, the bottom of it is toast. So, and new ones, or not new ones, used ones, I don't think they sell them new. Used ones are like $250, and that's for used. And they're also hard to come by. There's none for sale on eBay at the moment. So, I'm gonna just try to probably cut out the rotten bits and make my own. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Patch it somehow. But this one, let's see, we'll pop this off. I promise this is as far as I've gotten. Oh, and the other thing that I know is that the chain is real crunchy. Does not make good noises, or at least I hope that's coming from the chain. When you roll it, it pops and crackles. Well, let's hope that's what it is. But we'll just drown this thing in some juice here, and she'll start. Check this out. Well, it started. You'll have to take my word for it. It seemed to run pretty good. But, gol dang it. Well, I mean, that's an easy enough fix, but I didn't want to do that. All right. Whew. Well, yeah, we're, no need to open this thing up for a long time. Not until I get that pull cord done. All right, well, that was the last time this thing's firing off, basically, until until I get the tank patched, because there's going to be no need for me to spend the time doing that cord until I do that. Well, oh well. All right, let's check this let's check this Trailblazer out a little more, and we'll move on here. Gosh dang it. Well, that stinks. That's all right though. That is all right. So you notice this, I'm not sure if this thing went to this or not, because it's got some funky business going on. First off, you've got this here being cut. Then you've got this piece, these 2 pieces of angle iron. Just, yeah, clearly this was pulled off of a different rig. And then you look at this bit, it's just goobered up. Not great for sure. You can see that chain is real rusty. So, oh, and of course 2 front flats. Backs are holding air though, so that's nice. Backs are holding air, 2 front flats on this, 2 front flats on that. Let's check the Suzuki out. That's bummed out about the ripcord. So, the previous owner. Let's see if I can get this picked up here. There we go. The previous owner. See, look, this is locked up tight. The guy tried to pull this drum off here. He's got the castle nut off. I don't know what his problem was. The brake is seized up, or the axle. Hopefully it's just the brake here, but the rear axle is seized. Either way, does not budge. That's the first issue. Second issue, motor's been recently, I don't want to call it rebuilt, but we'll say put back together. And you see the fresh paint. It looks real good, but we've already got an oil leak somewhere that I did see. Yeah, right there and there when I got it. Oh, and up there. Is that our fuel? Yes, it is. And then we've just got, look at this. All this plastic. It just, we're missing bolts and screws and stuff's coming unclipped. But it doesn't end there. So you can see this has been crunched in through here. If you look, this handlebar is definitely further down, and you can see the rust right there from where the metal was stressed and the paint chipped off. Other than that, plastics aren't terrible. This thing too, all sorts of mangled and loose, not even bolted together over here. Just screwed. Oh, and this thing, the exhaust, the muffler here is shot. So maybe this is a $100 quad. I'm gonna try to pin those connections to it there, and then see if I could do something like this. Is it a good setup? No. Will it work? Possibly also no, but let's see. All right. You know what? I have not even checked the oil on this thing. A little dark, but it's got it. If it runs good, I might give it an oil change. We shall see. Hopefully, you know what? I'm feeling confident that this thing's just gonna start. Got my crusty old rusty gas tank here, so I throw a little rag over the end. Just gonna throw a little bit. Ooh! Gnarly. That ain't no good. Look at that. Are you seeing this? This isn't good. Just try to bust the loose stuff off. Tank is plastic, but there must Must have been some of that gunk that's fallen in there. All right. We might just fire up and flip and run here. Hopefully we're in neutral, I don't know. Do we have a gear? Yeah, I don't know because... Well, this is a clutch, no? Is this a semi-auto? Because that feels like a brake. And that must be a brake too. This must be a semi-automatic. Huh. Well, let's see if she'll fire, I guess. Rapidly draining this battery. All right, let's grab a rock. That wasn't great. Charge! Find it interesting that these lights aren't coming on now. Huh. Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Can I? Fabulous. Oh boy. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna grab a Phillips, some combustible spray. We'll check if we got spark. Okie dokie. That's something. So let's see. Are we getting any gas? Nothing yet. Excuse me. I need you. Come back. Ooh. That's varnished. All right. All right, let's set you right there. I just want to hear you run. Just want to hear you run. All right, let's take this old hose clamp off. And the hose, hopefully without breaking it. I don't think I have more fuel hose. I suppose I could steal some from something. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Look at this. Dang, I haven't seen gas like this in a very long time. There ain't a chance in hell this thing's gonna run. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. What does that feel like? Oh, it's not even sticky. It's so dried out. At least not to my dirty fingers. Anyway, we're gonna have to take this carburetor off completely. Jeez Louise. All right, folks, let's see what we got. All right, let's see. Can we use this? Perfect. Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, this gasket's completely reusable. This, though, look at this. Look at this crap. This is incredible. This is incredible. Definitely golly. Looks like some water got in here too. Unless that's all gunk, that looks a little rusty. Okay. Oh, that is just incredible. Does this fit in here? Yeah. Ooh. Gross. It's like popping a zit. Look at all that gross crap. It's disgusting. I mean, not really. It's just car fluids, or, you know, vehicle fluids. But gross. And that's why you wear eye protection and don't point it at your face. Oh boy. Gunky. All sorts of gunked up. My goodness. I haven't seen a carburetor this bad in a very, very long time. I bet the Polaris's carb isn't even this bad. You know, either he didn't tell me how long these sat after he did that, or he might have been fibbing. Because he said that he had got this thing from a buddy and put the motor back together and was riding it, and then just the thing seized, rear end, and that was it. But he made it sound like it happened 6 months ago, not 6 to 10 years. There we go. There we go. I believe I've done it. Ladies and gents. Hey, don't spray towards the bike. I do not see it. Boy, I don't know. Huh? How are you supposed to adjust mixture? Okay. Shoot. We're looking good. Good enough. Great? No. Good enough? Yes. All right. Okay. Now, I'll tell you, I got one other problem. Check this out. This thing, I don't know if you can see, but you can see my finger through there. This thing's totally split. Fortunately, it's before the carburetor. Let's get the throttle attached, because that is the biggest difficulty, I think, with doing this. It's a real pain in the ass. Go on. Go into your little home. Here you go. Here you go, little buddy. Alright, you get down in there. Ah, got it. Great. Don't be. There. Alright. Oh, and that little guy, go back on there. We're looking real good. Okay. Okie dokie. So now let's turn it to reserve. Ew, look at that. Look at what came out of here. Just from sitting. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, all right, folks. Really need to get a fuel filter for this, but I don't have one. So for now, so that I can start the sumbitch, we are gonna And hopefully she doesn't catch fire, because there's lots of fire. Let's see if the carb leaks. Ain't looking too bad at the moment. That doesn't look great. I say we see if she'll sputter off on the carb. This thing sounds wonderful. Holy cannoli. This thing sounds great. Holy cow. That's fine. Dang! I guess try to get the rear axle off. Or not off, rather freed up and moving. What will we need for that? Little WD-40. All right. I just spent like an hour and a half beating on that thing and breaking stuff and etc. But I finally got her loose. It is about to come off, and we're gonna see what it looks like here. That was easy. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. Not seized up anymore. Well, there we go. Look at that. You know, I wonder if I wasn't lied to. I think I might have been. He said he was driving this one day and then the rear end just locked up. I don't think that's what happened. I think the pad here rusted to that guy. Oh yeah, these are toast. Oh, and the water in here. Well, at least this is working. Let's get a couple of bolts. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. This probably won't pop out. Nah. All right, don't need to break the screwdriver. Okay, let's go do that. All right, we're gonna see. This thing runs so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it has been a couple of weeks. I was waiting on parts, and in that time, I did cover this seat already with some spare leather I had. I've got something else in mind. So anyway, the parts that we've waited on are air filter, oil filter, we've got a battery, we have studs for this rear wheel here, as well as brakes for it. And then
while we were away, this little seal right here started leaking. Almost looks like it was leaking right there. I don't know. Don't know. This is the bevel gear, I guess. Alright. Got that. Now we get our sweet little... That looks great. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is the wheel here, followed by an oil change. There we go. And then a little bit of this. There we go. And a little bit of that. Those look huge. That will never work. Okay, so the hub on this, unfortunately, not only was damaged and then welded together, come to find, but it also, the studs that I got wouldn't fit it. And since it was damaged, I just decided to drill them out and spot weld, or just weld rather, weld the studs in there. So studs are in there. Also, in the process, I noticed just how damaged the holes on this wheel were. So they're going to be a good fit. Somebody in the future is just going to want to replace the whole thing. Anyway, now we are going to vacuum out up there and then change the oil, put the battery in, and honestly, let's start it back up. It hasn't been started in a long time. I'm also curious to see if it still leaks oil. Hopefully not. Okay, let's get you off of there. Come on. There we go. All right. That goes there. How does the filter look? What do you guys think? I mean, definitely seeing plenty of dark brown stuff, but not too much. No, not very much metal. That's great. All right, put that in there. Okie dokie. Now let's go ahead and do our battery. Sweet. Comes with hardware. Say about the wind chimes, the missus likes them, which means I like them too. And I do. Okay, you know what? Why did I do that though? Double why did I do that? Extra stupid. Okay, anyway, let's... Oh gosh, that is a feat of strength. Pulling up that battery with oily fingers.
Maybe the trick the whole time was a pine needle. There we go. Whew. All right. Come on. There we go. Oh, yeah. We are going to go ahead and give her a test start here. Run. On. I just need to, all right, I mean, after some trials and some mild tribulations, the front tires are mounted. All right, we've come a long ways. And today we are going to finish it up, hopefully, and then probably end up taking it for a test drive either today or tomorrow. So let's go over again what we've done. New battery, zipped that down, cleaned it up in there a little bit. We've covered the seat again, redid a seal over here or whatever, and then new tires on the front. New brakes on the back, as well as got that from no longer being seized up. Got new studs in there. We've got some fasteners to go into these little spots here. We're going to zip up this loose fender. We are going to adjust this. Look at that. This brake is almost all the way straight down. We are going to take this off and straighten that up. Same with this one on the back. And throw a coat of just gray over them, because that's what I've got. And then, I mean, I think we're done. Oh, and of course, clean this up. Look, I already tried a little bit. This stuff's all going to come right off. Unfortunately, these back fenders were painted, so that's going to stay looking that bad. But let's get going. Let's also adjust this one a bit. That one was enough. Pretty good. That sure don't look right. This needs to get twisted that way. Ain't that nice? It's raining on my paint job. Very nice. Oh yeah. Hey, I mean, we need the rain more than I need that painted, so bring it on. All right, rain, you go ahead and bring it. Well, not everything's coming off, but just about. Looks great. Okay, I'm done. This thing doesn't deserve anything better right now. Oh, this is already fitting so much better. All right. Look at that. Oh man, get all my fingerprints off of this and this will really be in good shape. My gosh. All right. That one's junk. You can keep it. All right. I think just these two and it's good to go. What a cool revelation. That really did the trick. I don't envy whoever has to take these back out though. They don't feel like they'll be easy. Oh yeah. Oh, is this thing feeling good? All right, that's on. Let's get the back bed on. Oh man. We just need to clean the car back out, and this thing is D-O-N-E done. All right, so funny enough on this carb, I think part of the reason I'm having trouble is I never cleaned the air fuel mixture adjuster screw. And as you can see, it was hidden behind this little brass cap here. This was a little solid brass cap that they put in there to prevent people from messing with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess with it, clean it out. We turned that old shitty Suzuki four-wheeler into this nearly beautiful Suzuki Z250. This thing looks so much better, and yet still a little bit of a basket case. But a lot has been removed from the basket.
Stop at the field first, and
I guess let me take the lead.
you take the lead, I follow.
Sorry, my freaking rear brakes need to be adjusted in.
No worries.
I have like no rear brakes.
Oh, jeez.
That feels better. Oh, okay.
Good.
I have brakes. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah.
Sure don't sound great. Or feel great. Uh-oh.
Interesting. I'm in line.
Way to go, me.
Oh, fuel's off. Do you want to just do the usual loop, or do you want to go start somewhere else?
I don't care. I'm
Okay.
just looking to get going a little bit on this thing and test it out. I'd love for you to try it.
I want to try.
Try it.
Okay. And it's electric start?
Yes,
There's no clutch.
correct. It's semi-auto. You got to give it lots of gas. It does not like to idle at the moment.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I really kind of want to see how that looked. You don't never feel it looks as fast on camera, does it? I felt like I was fucking ripping. Man, you'd think I was coming to arrest you. Man. It's keeping up with that $1,500 quad.
Yeah, I can't believe how muddy I got you. I'm sorry.
You got me. What do you mean?
I didn't mean to take you to such muddy
Oh,
lengths.
no. See, I'm trying to sell this thing.
Yeah.
Even though I just cleaned it today, we
Yeah.
took pictures already.
Right.
And so now when somebody comes to look at it up close, there's going to be all this shit all over it to
that's a good
hide the
idea.
imperfections. I was letting you start it first, but who
I'm a
knows?
little worried about my gas, but
Maybe it's
I'm
me
close
that...
to home.
Yeah. I stalled mine too. Who? Hold up. I got a stupid thing coming loose. Hey, can you give me 2 seconds?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get out of this.
Okay. Voila. So we got a loose thing right here.
That is washed out.
Yeah. This will be fun with me getting over it. Good enough. All right, let's see if she wants to start again. Where do I want to go? I want to go that way. You have fun with your shitty way, Tom. Well, this thing rides like a fine wine, but it still kind of runs like piss. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I think that's going to do it.